This weekend, Easter celebrations come with cautionary words.
Please be careful.
Right now, I'm scared.
Health experts warning of a fourth wave. But how would this version stack up to past surges? First up, cases, which are rising nationally. But miles from the winter surge that peaked at over 300,000 in one day. Right now, the weekly average is 64,000 infections a day. It's about an 8% bump from a week ago.
This is about where the peak of the summer wave was last summer. So there are a lot of infections happening right now, but it's nothing like the horrible surge that we saw over the holiday. But still a lot of infections, more than 1,000 Americans dying every day. We are not out of the woods.
There appears to be a strong geographic component. Of the 27 states on the rise, the vast majority are in the Midwest and Northeast, especially Michigan and New England. On the flip side, states in the South are dropping, many without mask mandates, including Texas. Florida is one of the few exceptions, up around 14%, but not the explosion of cases expected with spring break and the nation's largest count of new variants. Health experts say warmer weather keeping people outdoors, combined with lower rates of testing, might explain the southern trends. Which brings us to a second critical measure, hospitalizations. There's a modest 2% uptick in weekly average, but the 34,000 right now are about a quarter of the all-time high over the winter, as a seismic shift in who is getting sick appears underway.
We do see that the average age of hospitalizations from COVID has shifted to a younger demographic, and that's national.
In Florida, a huge percentage of the people are 65 or older, but many of those are vaccinated. The median age now of someone contracting COVID-19 is 35 years old. And in Miami-Dade County, hospitalizations from the virus have dropped 10% in 2 weeks. In Massachusetts, the Department of Health says people under 40 now make up the majority of new cases. As for coronavirus deaths, those are dipping slightly, about 850 a day, off a high of almost 4,400 in January, with fatalities in nursing homes falling dramatically. Right as vaccines inject unbridled hope, health experts say countries like Israel and the UK saw cases plummet when vaccinations reached about 30% of the population. The U.S. just weeks away from that, with 1% of all Americans getting a dose every day.
And Sam, you mentioned cases are up a little in Florida, but what about the fear of a massive surge from spring break?
Jose, experts point out it's mostly young people who are coming down here, going back home, not traveling further, and in many cases, not getting tested.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.